Hi everyone and warm welcome to another wonderful video of the Credit Card Life. My name is Amit, and with the help of this video I want to talk about my experience with the almost 10 plus credit cards, customer care in India, and my opinion, so-called my thorough opinion and understanding about them, especially while giving service to all of us. Now do remember, I am going to be unbiased over here, and I'm only going to talk about credit cards which I've personally used, done transactions, and used more often than not. And in the meanwhile, as I'm talking about it, I just forgot one more important bank. Okay, so yeah, that's right. All right, so let's begin this this dilemma of so-called the best credit card, customer care of India, and all these credit cards are something which I've personally used. So let's talk about one by one. At the end of the video, I'm going to talk about my preferred number one, and I would also give some of the hiccups with number one as well. So please stay tuned. The first bank which I want to talk about is known as RBL Bank. Now, RBL Bank has come a little late in the market of credit card history, but they have captured a lot of consumers in Indian market as well. And they're not as big as, let's say, HDFC, ICICI Bank, all those companies. But the number of portfolios they have in the credit card market is humongous. It is quite good. Now, I do like this particular bank. I mean, I really admire the way they communicate, especially the English channel, not talking about the Hindi channel or regional medium of languages. Because I found multiple times that these people are at least able to cooperate and talk to you. So I found them very kind of average kind of portfolio of customer care, and they help you whenever you have a specific query. So that's my card usage customer care number one. Number two, SBI, so-called India's biggest bank. Take my words, if they're not the worst, then they're not even good in terms of service as well. Okay, they land somewhere under a radar called mediocre, and they do not really know what they're talking about. Most of the SBI customer care individuals are absolutely dopers. I don't know what sort of food they consume, the kind of language they have. More often than not, when I talk to them, I feel like I'm talking to a slum dweller. You know, that is what my experience with SBI. And SBI, you know what SBI is in the market, but then the credit card leverage, the banking they have is absolutely bullshit. So absolute crap. Don't even expect them to give you any kind of service. Point number three, the worst ever, known as Bajaj RBL credit card. These are one of those individuals in India wherein you cannot even trust them. They are outliers. They do not give you a respect. They do not even know how to talk to you. And more often than not, they have all the goons and gangster under their belt. They do not really provide a service. I'll give you a little example. My wife got a credit card from Bajaj RBL Bank, and she was given a limit of 1 rupee, and that was, the card was blocked from day one. So you can imagine the situation, the height of stupidity as we call it. Axis, one of the major portfolios in credit card in India. Customer care. The plus point of Axis customer care is they often give you a very nice upgrade. That has been my experience. And more often than not, they also have a chat service available, which is very good. They may not be as good as American Express in terms of chat service, but they really understand you over a chat. So be it limit enhancement, be it talking to them over a call, can give you some relief. But then all in all, if you want me to rate them, I want to give them absolutely mediocre. They're not great at all. ICICI Bank. I've been keeping my salary account with ICICI Bank, and it's been 7+ years. I've just dropped out to Standard Chartered Bank because I was not getting so-called the value for money which I used to deposit in ICICI Bank, even though I have multiple EMIs and loans and all those things. But then I gave up that account because they were not listening to me. I even requested them for ICICI Metal Emerald credit card, and they were like, you must have got approval for ICICI Plastic Emerald, but Metal Emerald something which we cannot give, even if you talk to your senior RMs, RM and whosoever. So in terms of personal banking, even though they say they have a banker given to you, that banker comes to me as if he or she is kind of dead as a dodo. So no brainer, to be very honest. It sucks completely. Let's talk about Bank of Baroda. I have one card with Bank of Baroda. I don't know what kind of generation they're serving. They are absolutely lazy. I mean, the only word I have for Bank of Baroda, and even for a bank called Bank of Punjab, Bank of Punjab is worst. Bank of Baroda is something of next level. They're still living in so-called early 60s and 50s and 40s kind of banking culture. And if they have a power, then they can even kind of deregularize the digital transaction which we have in India today, because they do not believe, they even don't know. I mean, one of my funny experience with PNB and Bank of Baroda is a situation wherein I was asked unwanted, awkward questions, which I think you're not supposed to ask in a VKYC, especially if you're talking to a upcoming customer. So absolutely pathetic and bullshit. Let's talk about HDFC Bank, so-called the leading player of Indian credit card market folio. Take my words, first of all, they do not know how to hire people. The kind of people, those who come and talk to you under English channel and even under Hindi channel from customer care of HDFC Bank, the only thing I can say about them is, are they really working? I mean, that's $1 million question according to me, because see, empathy, sympathy, proactiveness, if you don't have for your consumer, then what do you got in your belt? So again, good for nothing, even though they're top-notch player. In fact, they're the leaders of credit card department, especially selling credit cards in India as of now. Let's talk about another important bank, which is again one of the upcoming big players is Kotak Mahindra Bank. And as of now, the banking cards are somewhat on barred owing to RBI some questioning, technical challenges, and so on and so forth. And of course, they were not able to comply the do's and don'ts as well. Kotak Mahindra Bank, I find them very keen. I mean, especially I'm talking about the English channel. I've been with them with Hindi as well, and even Marathi at times a little. But then when it comes to Hindi channel, okay. But English channel, I found them very proactive. At least they heard me more often than not whenever I have had complaints or requests. So I want to give them okay. I would not say mediocre or bad, but then okayish. Let's talk about Citibank. I was the only person, and I'm sure I'm not the only person, when we all got the news of Citibank merger with Axis Bank. Take my words, that was the saddest day for me from a banking perspective, and I never wanted Axis Bank to take over Citibank, because Citibank's elite customer care, banking with the customer care, credit card department or banking department, man, they had some aura about them. Within 20 seconds, your call are going to get picked. 20 rings, your call are going to be picked. And what amazing individuals they used to have under Citibank customer care portfolio. So I genuinely enjoyed a lot of their services, and even though my bank has been transferred to Axis Bank right now after the departure of Axis City in India, but I'm going to close that. I'm not liking a single bit, because again, I'm in a crowd wherein customer value is out for a toss. Let's talk about Amex. Now, American Express, still I would not give them the best in the business. I'll tell you the reasons, because see, if I'm criticizing somebody, I should be able to justify the reason as well. Now, one of the reasons which I don't like about American Express is this: they do not have standardization. So I'll give you an example. You talk to 4 individuals from American Express, and 4 of them are going to give you different answers. Even the RM of American Express, which is very sad, I've got multiple connects with multiple RMs, and I'm not trying to put them down. They do not know the process. They do not know so-called the in and out of American Express, approval, portfolio management, and all those things. Even though these guys are RMs and representatives, leads, managers, ops head, and I've seen kind of what do you call it, comedy of errors, as we call it in English. People were not at all apt. I really had to dig down and tell them that this is what it is and this is not what you're telling me. And more often than not, there were 4 or 5 calls where I really fought on the call, stating then, how can you give me a wrong information on a recorded conversation? So standardization is missing, number 1. Number 2, I don't know what kind of people they hire on chat these days. I mean, the language they have on the chat, so many grammatical errors, so many tidbits here and there. People, those who are coming on the call, I'll give an example. They even say Mr. Amit, and if you have a little understanding of so-called English, if English is a primary language, and if you have been speaking with this wonderful language, you're not supposed to use Mr. with your first name. That's a common sense. Mr. will always go with your last name. for example, Mr. Dwivedi or Mr. XYZ, blah, blah, blah. I've had so many conversations. People have outright spoken, Mr. Amit, Mr. Amit. I said, why am I, required to be addressed as Mr. Amit? Why not Mr. Dwivedi? So basic errors, grammatical errors, absolutely horrible grammatical sentence construction over a chat. And the only thing I really admire about American Express is the 24/7 support on chat and even on call. They are mind-boggling people. When it comes to understanding you, giving you the thing what you want, they are the best in the business. So that's all I have on this wonderful platform. I do not have anything else as of now, and if you have liked this concept of mine, do give me a comment, give me a thumbs up, and if you want to apply any of my American Express subscribers referral link, any Amex credit card, I'll be more than happy to assist and talk to you further on that. All right, till next time, you take care, and thanks for watching.